What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. So for today we're going to be talking about something that's been pretty popular across social media platforms. So we're going to be talking about the YouTuber Norm, who turned kick streamer. So for those of you who are unaware of who Norm is, he has been trying to break the world record for longest time went without sleep. So basically sleep depriving himself so he could break a world record, which, by the way, this world record I believe is no longer being respected as it is a health hazard. So, you know, in terms of world records, they are no longer observing it the same way as they don't encourage the fattening of animals anymore, like the fattest cat and stuff like that, because it's just damaging to not just the animal, but in this case, the people. So here's the first post. Norm sleeps again while everyone is telling them to call the police, and even his friend admitted in stream that he doesn't like keeping him awake. So here's the clip. You can see he's falling asleep on the chair because, you know, it's been 244, I believe that's minutes, without sleep. Or I don't know how long that is. Wait. These are seconds, minutes, hours? 244 hours, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a long time without sleep.
Thanks for the donut.
Serious donated $2. Permanent brain damage, 100%.
Three.
Get him a doctor.
2, 1.
Eldextrose donated $2 Canadian and 79 cents. Go to sleep. This is not healthy.
Oh, here's the clip.
Bro was actually trying to kill his friend. Yeah, it does feel like that. But no, he told me to do this. I'm not enjoying this.
So you can hear him here saying that he is not enjoying it. He's like reading the chat and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you are someone's friend, I believe it is your not just your responsibility, but as their friend, you should definitely be putting in some consideration for what it is they're doing. If you know that it's something dangerous, you should definitely be, you know, assessing the risks with them. Of course, at the end of the day, we can't control each other. We can't control our friends. We can't control anyone's actions but our own. But at the same time, if you have a friend, I feel like it's your duty to kind of, you know, if you see them doing something stupid, you should reach out and be like, hey, I don't think you should be doing this. You know, you could actually have some serious side effects from this. But moving on from that, Normie is so fucking tired that he can barely talk. He clearly doesn't want water thrown at him, but it still happened. It has never been this bad. This stream is insane. So you see here, he has the water. And he throws it at him. You know, just to keep him up. But also, I don't know exactly what the context is here. Why he had water thrown at him, because he wasn't even asleep. The other times were, you know, because he was asleep. I'm not sure if it was, you know, to shock him awake and to keep him awake so he wouldn't fall asleep. Or to snap him back to reality. Like, I genuinely don't know. But it's kind of worrisome, like I said. But moving on the stream right now, this guy sent a dono saying that Normie would have permanent brain damage, but his buddy just responded with a smile and a laugh saying, funny joke, I'm feeling really fucking sick. So stuff like this, you know, is just going around like crazy because people are just commenting on how weird the situation is, which I can agree with, and I can definitely see why people are upset. Now, fucking insane. Normie got doxxed and the cops have been called on him 2 times. The cops really don't care. So this is in regards to all of the commenters who have been commenting and stating that for someone to call the police. They did call the police did show up. But unfortunately, in these situations, once again, if you are doing an action that puts yourself in harm's way, the police can only do so much to protect you, especially if you're doing it to yourself. So there's not much they can really do in this situation to stop him. He's keeping himself awake of his own free will. The most they could do is maybe like put him in a psychiatric hold if they found something. But again, in this situation, there's no evidence or anything for them to go off of that would deem him, you know, worthy of being put into what's just called a 5150. So there would be no point in actually taking action for the police here.
So if you see there,
which is probably why they don't care.
I just live stream myself sometimes, and what they've done is
so
they've
he's just
called
telling
in just like a
them,
bunch of
you know,
fake complaints.
and apart from that, you also have to think about the amount of doxings that happen to content creators. So for the police, they probably just think, oh, some fans just, you know, doxed him for no reason. They might not know the full context of him not having any sleep,
They've
this
made
and
up
that.
stuff just to waste your time, waste everybody's time.
Yeah, he's just saying that they're wasting time.
We've had to the address.
Second?
Yeah, we had one yesterday.
To be completely honest, I don't even know how they got my address.
Apparently when they saw the address when you were getting
Yeah, it is kind of worrisome, like how his address got out there. But somebody was probably able to find it, or somebody who knows him potentially.
Gotcha.
That's what's led us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I was just saying to you, mate, like we pretty much just want ambulance just to check your blood pressure, and then from there it's all sweet.
Yeah, so what they're gonna do, basically what the cop said, is they're just gonna check his blood pressure. After that, he's just gonna go to sleep. But of course they can't really hold him to that or force him, so after they leave, he's just gonna, you know, stay awake.
Happy enough. It's just if something does happen, just due to your body, I don't know enough about this, but you shut down all of a sudden and you can't get. So you just want to make sure that at least an ambulance check over and make sure you're off. I think you're an idiot. But
The cop said, "I think you're an idiot."
Idiot. That's figure you're off. I think you're an idiot.
Yeah, he said, "I think you're an idiot," which, in all honesty, 100%, I do definitely believe that I agree with the cop in this situation, just because of the sentiment, which we'll get into the side effects later in a little bit here, on what sleep deprivation can actually do to you.
Yeah, you're really not working at the moment, are you?
Unemployed activities? What?
He said unemployed activities. Okay, that's crazy. So this is another clip. Norme was banned from going live after trying to break his personal record for most days in a row of being awake, which was 12 days. He was at 250 plus hours, currently struggling to speak and stand upright. So after this whole situation, YouTube decided to go ahead and remove his access to live streaming. He was not banned, but he was banned from going live, so he's no longer able to access live streams, which it does say it right here. But I'm just saying, because there's a misconception that I know a lot of people think he got banned from YouTube. No, he still has a YouTube channel, just lost the ability to go live, so he moved over to Kick for his live stream for the rest of the remainder of this challenge.
What's the matter, buddy? You okay? You okay? Do you want to stand back up? Do you want to sit here for a while? You do want to sit down? Or do you want to stand up?
But you can see, like, he's even struggling to, like, speak, articulate himself, form sentences. He can't even stand upright. And it's like, honestly, if I saw my friend like that, I'd be like, all right, this is where we call it quits. Like, it wasn't funny at the beginning, and it's not funny now. Like, there's no reason we should be doing this. There is no reason to be doing this. So here we go. Norme beats the world record for longest person awake. YouTuber Norme has officially beaten the record of 264 hours and 24 minutes of being awake. Congratulations, Norme. Now you should go get some rest. So they count it down when he's breaking the world record with his friends.
1.
So here it is, 12 hours from go. I swear to God, crying. The actual record is over 453 hours. Yeah, so as you can see here, he broke the old world record for 1986. But once again, even if he did break the current world record, I wouldn't really feel comfortable congratulating him, because in my opinion, I feel like that is honestly doing him a disservice of making him feel like he did something that he was supposed to, when in reality, I definitely think this was something bad for his body and he should not be doing it. But who am I to control what someone does with their body? But at the end of the day, like I said, it's just all we can do is inform people so that they can try to make better decisions. But if he chose to do this, once again, we can't really stop him, but I do wish people would think about the repercussions before they do these things, especially when you think about how impressionable other people are. Other people are going to want to try stuff like this as well. So here we have a post from Health, which is going to go ahead and detail for us what happens without sleep. So 24 hours without sleep, it is not common to go 24 hours without sleep. But after 24 hours of sleep deprivation, you may notice the following symptoms. You'll notice anxiety, irritability, daytime sleepiness, trouble concentrating, problem with cognition and thinking such as short-term memory loss and brain fog, lower performance at work or school, increased problems with social cues, behavioral issues especially in children, changes in visual perception like the shape of an object appearing different than it is, impaired judgment. That's 24 hours. Now we move on to 36 hours without sleep. So you may experience increased mood changes, alterations in brain function, and physical symptoms. You might also begin to hallucinate. After going a day and a half without sleep, you may experience the following: increased sleepiness and fatigue, blurred vision, double vision, challenges with properly perceiving length of time, confusion, anger, lack of motivation, reduced concentration, reduced ability to think creatively, illusions, misidentifying common objects or sounds, simple visual hallucinations such as thinking you see something growing from the floor. Now, 48 hours is when it can start getting pretty dangerous, and that's only 48 hours, which when we remember, he did about, I believe, 240 hours. So people who go 48 hours or more without sleep may experience symptoms of depersonalization and derealization, which are problems with accurately perceiving yourself and reality. So symptoms may include depression, hostility, switching between feelings of apathy and euphoria, auditory disturbances such as not being able to recognize where a sound is coming from, feelings of being outside of your own body, memory loss, difficulty forming thoughts and sentences. Now, for 72 hours, it can get more dangerous. It is now considered unethical to have people go more than 2 days without sleep for research purposes. Because of that, research on the effects of no sleep for 72 hours tends to be older, but research has also been able to determine that staying away for 72 hours could cause symptoms similar to those of acute psychosis or a loss of touch with reality. So 3 days can be complex visual hallucinations. Seeing fully formed images, auditory hallucinations such as thinking you hear a dog barking, delusions such as thinking someone has sent you on a secret mission or that someone is plotting against you. Now, once again, this is only covering what happens with 72 hours of sleep deprivation because, once again, research is unethical to do on these situations. You can't really do research on what happens to a human without sleep, because it is very dangerous and the symptoms can become very dangerous very quick, which is why it's not recommended to do this. So, once again, a quick overview. Even after just 24 hours with no sleep, you may experience effects like anxiety, irritability, and daytime sleepiness. After 72 hours, hallucinations can intensify and you can have delusions, 2 symptoms similar to psychosis. So once again, there is a situation here where we got to think about the dangers that this could pose to a person or other people who may consider this. All in all, it's just dangerous and it's very, very worrisome to see someone attempt challenges like this because, once again, it can get very dangerous very quick and you never know what the repercussions could be even after he gets sleep for such a long period without sleeping. We don't really know what that does to your brain, you know? So once again, I just wish people would take care of themselves, but that's all for today's video. I just wanted to discuss the situation. I hope he does get some sleep and he's able to recover fully though, and there's no adverse side effects. But with that, we'll end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.